What is a boost? But
Boost.
yeah, it's like a spooky Halloween.
Boost.
This, to me, is what every luxury car should be like.
Yeah.
Because it's so fast, but yet nothing else about it is sporty.
No.
It's so wafty and cushy, and all the interior materials are mature and subdued. There's no silly carbon fiber bits, and
You know
there's no
what?
Genesis G badging or anything like that. It's just mature and classy. Hey everybody, it's Chris and Charlie here with Daily Motor, and I know that the car that's outside that we're about to go see is a nice one because I've actually already driven it once briefly, but it wasn't here.
You've been in a habit of this,
Yeah.
driving the cars before we film them.
Well, we went and drove like 28 cars over at Mama, so
Yeah.
this was one of them that I drove. This is the Electrified GV70 from Genesis. Now, Chris and I have been fans of the GV70 as a car for quite some time because it's luxurious, it looks fantastic, it's a good size for anyone with one or fewer kids, and it's
very
priced
white
well.
interior.
Yes, I am a fan of that. And we come around to the back and you can see this electrified version looks just like the normal Genesis. There is not a single person just going down the road who would know that this is electric. In fact, how would it tell you?
I can just tell.
How?
You can just tell it's the electric one. It's got white brake calipers.
That's it? You, as someone's driving by, you'd snap
And it
your
doesn't
neck
have
back
exhaust tips.
And you go, I didn't see an exhaust tip on that
And
car.
it's
That
got
must
white
be
brake
the
calipers.
electrified one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, most normal people wouldn't because it doesn't say it anywhere there.
That's right.
The spacing on GV and 70 is a bit strange. The G and the V are very close, but the 7
Here it goes
and
with
the
his
0
font
are,
things again.
Yeah, well, you know, we all have our things.
Do you not know? That's right. Yeah. Didn't
Key
go.
is probably in it. Oh. No, key's in my pocket. Is it? No, the key is probably in it. Okay. This is what happens when Chris and I shoot a review in the afternoon. Things are just chaos.
Storage compartments?
Yes.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm. And a net. Nets are good. No, there's a charger too.
Level 1 probably.
That's important because this only has a 238-mile range, which for many people, probably totally fine. But compared to a lot of the competition, that's not fantastic.
Can this live under here? Ooh, I don't know. Oh, yeah.
Nice. They probably just wanted up here to like show that it's there. If you don't want prying eyes to see into here, then you can do that. And you know, one thing that's kind of cool is the seats fold from right here, allegedly. And
and they don't hit the driver's seat.
Yeah, and look how flat.
Charlie, this is a very, very white interior.
I know. Isn't
you know
it
how
beautiful?
sometimes cars it's white interior and it's like, okay, it's kind of just like beige. This is white.
Yeah.
This is like Tesla white.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
I like it
a
too.
lot.
It's gonna look great on camera.
Yeah. Let me hop into the back seat here.
You always do this to me on purpose and make me have to fold seats up.
Yeah, well, it's a good test on whether they're difficult to do or not.
This one is a little heavy.
It did seem that way by your voice. Ooh, look at the bronze piping. Smells fresh.
Korean.
Well, okay.
Heated seats. You've got some climate menus back here.
This looks like duals. Oh no, one might be fan.
Oh,
the other
look,
might be
Charlie.
Yes, that's a very rare feature. We would never see that.
Okay.
Genesis has been improving their leather. Feels nice.
Yeah, it does feel pretty nice.
Oh, great. I'm actually surprised that doesn't give way. Yeah, I was putting a lot of force on that. Big window switches back here. Maybe that'll be my...
Ooh, hold on.
I quite like that.
You're going to touch that during your sound test, aren't you?
Probably. Oh yeah, because at the beginning I always fondle things.
Yeah.
Let's take a look and see if there's a frunk. Usually in these Genesis, Hyundai, and Kia products, there's a little tiny frunk in the front.
Lexicon, Charlie.
Yeah,
But it won't be
decent.
as good as the regular GV70. will
Probably
it?
not. Big old Genesis badge. There it is. Little place. You could probably squeeze a small charger in there if you wanted, but...
Or a small child.
Very small child. Nice and clean though under here. And some crossbars.
Chassis rigidity.
Yeah, there you go. Ah,
got-
yes. Beautiful interior.
Michelin Primacy tires.
Excellent tire. I see a fingerprint scanner.
Oh, yeah.
No facial recognition in this one, or retinal scanning like the GV60 had.
True. It's a little more futuristic.
Yeah.
Is this going to go... Don't. That was a little off.
Yeah. No, not quite. I know the sound you were referring to, though.
Oh.
Yes. It is a boost button.
Boost.
Yeah, it's like a spooky Halloween.
Boost. If you go like.
Yeah, just boo.
Ah. Yeah.
Or if you buy this car for your wife, you get it for your boo. Boo thing. Or if you're a Ford fan.
ST.
Yeah.
Oh, no. ST mode. I always like the way that Genesis infotainment calm screens look.
Yeah, and that's the weather. Because if you
so
look
hot in
outside,
here.
look, gray.
Oh, yeah, they do that.
Look at these nice physical controls. Very well built in. Can we point out? Oh, Chris, you broke it. You trying to change a fuse?
Yes. I'm going to remove a mystery fuse, and then your objective this week will be to figure out which one I took.
Oh, that'd be a fun game.
That would be a fun game, actually.
Ambient lighting tracks right along here, and it's almost like a little stage. It looks excellent.
Yeah.
No piano black anywhere. A little bit right here, but you're not going to touch it. It's okay. And this looks, it's just really well done. Look at this little leather bit.
Actually, Charlie, you will touch it if you use the fingerprint scanner.
Not if you're very, very careful.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess you'll also touch it when you activate some of your climate things.
Can I start driving?
Yes, let's go.
Does this have one pedal? Yeah, I got shed, right?
Yep. I pedal. You gotta engage it every time. Cute little roadster just chilling under that tree.
So polite.
Yep.
Does this have the silly propulsion sounds?
It does.
Oh, this is just like a nice, like, greenhouse.
Yes. There's an interesting phenomenon that happens, and I'll just explain it. There was an old editor of mine at Car and Driver who said an experienced journalist can get 90% of the car within the first 100 meters of driving.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt driving this car the first time I drove it, and I feel like you're probably experiencing the same.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of intangibles that happen there between the steering, the accelerator, and the brake, the way the car takes off. All of it you can sort of feel out right away. And this car really does it well.
Sport.
Do you notice there's none of that low-speed sound that the other Hyundais make? Hyundai
Yeah, there
and
is.
Kias. That's just the motor.
Oh.
It's not making that like ghost and the
I
sound.
feel like it is, though.
Maybe it is, and it's just very insulated in here.
So is it faster when you click boost, then?
Yes.
Okay, well, so that's not with boost.
Okay. It even has a little boost bit in the gauge there.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so it just gets you, like, just that much more.
Yeah. This is the 360 gauge, I believe, as well. I don't know if it's enabled for you
3D,
right now.
you mean?
Or 360. 3D.
I don't particularly love where the boost button is. I wish it was, like, right here.
I think it's cleaner like this, though.
It is. No, it definitely looks better right here, but it's just like if I'm hitting boost, I want both hands like this.
That's actually a good point.
So
Maybe
I
you can
would
just say like, "Hey Genesis, boost."
"Hey Genesis, give me boost." Very quiet.
Yeah, isn't this just an awesome place to
It's
be?
just it's so like because even the headliner, which looks like it's blue, maybe
Maybe
or black. I don't know. It seems like it's a little bit of a lighter color, but it's Alcantara, so it's nice.
Yes. I like all the round,
Okay.
oval
Sound
sort of
it out.
bits.
There you go.
Look at this. It's kind of like reminds me of like the late '90s Taurus, where everything was a
Or
circle.
maybe the Chrysler LHS.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, let's see. Here. Ready?
Yep.
Okay, and it gives it to you for 10 seconds.
Just
So
like
when you come up on a
me with my wife.
Please leave that in. Yeah, it's quick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like blow your face off quick, but it's quick. How much power does it make in torque?
400. Ooh, torque something over 500. I'll have to look it up.
I mean, it's got to be quite a heavy car.
Fortunately, the viewers will have already seen it.
That's right.
Also, we've been driving a lot of fast things lately. I think if you were a common person who had just gotten out of, say, maybe like a gas 2.5 liter GV70 or something and got into this, your
blow
face would be ripped off.
Yeah,
yes.
oh yeah.
That's good.
We didn't have a very good palate cleanser.
No. No, you literally today have driven IS500, Z4 M40i, and Civic Type R.
Yes.
So this is going to feel a bit plebeian.
Regular.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can gap this Malibu if you want.
No, it's okay. I'm just chilling.
Chilling in Are you still in sport?
Cedar
Oh no, you went back
Rapids.
into comfort mode, didn't
Yeah.
you? Okay. Let's give the viewers some fake noise.
Great. Oh, I love the city in the background there. It's so nice.
You're a city enthusiast.
Yeah, sometimes. I like rural areas as well. Can you go to the one that sounds like an engine?
Yeah.
E-motor? Yeah, e-motor.
Oh, you want S engine.
Oh.
Actually, wait, no, you want to do it this way. This is the best. The screen is a bit far, and oh my gosh. I thought I could have changed. Oh. What do you. There we go. That's what I want. It's not very obnoxious.
Well, it's a Genesis, of course not.
Fair.
Go to e-motor. Oh, that one's terrible. Sounds like you're like, oh,
In space.
God, the ride is very nice.
Yeah. Why would you want to drive around hearing this?
I don't know. It's so gimmicky.
At least the futuristic is kind of cool. But for any of you who
I don't know
have
why I'm
not
slowing down so much.
experienced it, in the BMW electric vehicles, Hans Zimmer has given you special sound. And that's the only electric vehicle I've ever wanted to actually have the sound on
Yeah.
for.
What's it called? Expressive mode?
Yeah.
Oh, God, get it up. It sounds like a Civic with a fart can, like idling. Serenity.
You know what's fantastic is they haven't done a single bit of sport to this car. Aside from the boost button.
That's true.
There's no G Sport.
I have an observation.
Okay.
Could be taken multiple ways. Seating position's a bit high.
That is the thing with electric Genesis.
It is, and we saw that in the G80, the Electrified G80.
Mm-hmm.
But in some ways, I feel more commanding in this car, because normally I would just, I get in the car, I put the seat down all the way, and I drive. But something to do with sitting up high, having the light-colored interior, and being able to see over the hood, it makes it feel a little bit more higher end.
I agree. When you're in the passenger seat, will you go through the Monroney?
Yes. Do you leave in the part in your review when we take the thumbnail?
Only if we've said something entertaining.
Fair enough. Do you know how much this car costs?
No.
How much do you think it costs?
73.
You are very close. 74.
Whoa.
350. All right, what sort of options do we have on this?
The paint's probably a
Yes,
stupid,
Savule silver.
like $800.
$575.
Okay.
We also have the Prestige package. Would you like to guess how much that is?
4,800.
$6,800.
Mm.
It comes with Napa leather, which you already complimented.
Yes.
Leatherette wrapped upper instrument panel. So the top of the dash wrapped in leather.
You
is
like
what I
that.
would guess, which I do like, yes. Microfiber suede headliner.
Quick pause. The lightness of the steering is fantastic.
Oh, I can steer with your pinky right there.
Okay, continue.
12.3-inch 3D digital instrument. It feels faster from over here.
Yeah, it always does.
Yeah.
I mean, it is properly quick. We're doing
Some amount of
some
speed.
amount of speed, but
Yeah,
you're right.
that
The
was,
seating position is.
Seating position's a bit high.
Yeah. Okay.
Lexicon premium audio.
$1,000.
No, this is the this is the Prestige package.
Oh, okay.
Active noise control, which they show you with these little guys.
That might be part of the reason it's so quiet in here.
Heated second row seats.
That's good.
Heated steering wheel.
Mm-hmm.
And manual rear door shades.
Can we point out real fast, so you have to get the highest trim with the available package just to get a heated steering wheel?
Yes.
That's a bit unexcusable to me in a Genesis. A Genesis GV70
Should have all of the heated elements.
Right, at least in the second to lowest trim and above. But okay.
Annual fuel cost, $800. How do they figure that?
What?
You don't put fuel in this.
Oh, well, the sun is still a fuel.
What?
Yeah, electricity.
Yeah, but in Michigan, that doesn't come from the sun. It comes from oil.
Okay, well then you gotta pay for it one way or another.
Okay. Anyways, where do they? Hey, where do you think they assemble? Where is the final assembly for this car?
Korea?
No.
Mexico?
No.
South Carolina?
No.
Alabama?
Yes.
Yeah.
However,
Oh?
the engine, transmission, and 85% of the parts content are Korea. So that's good.
So they ship all those things over just to screw it together here in Alabama.
Yes, probably for tax reasons.
Maybe they're
Because
just...
you can get the tax on this car, right? Because it's built in America?
Well, I think there's more stipulations now based on where the
Stupid.
battery's sourced from.
Okay, well, the battery isn't from Korea.
The whole thing was Steve Mnuchin didn't want little...
Who?
The lawmakers didn't want 8-year-olds in South America like mining the cobalt. And,
That's fair.
yeah,
Actually,
they wanted
that is
8-year-olds from America to do it.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, there was a child labor thing.
We definitely can't leave that in Hyundai. We're
Anyways,
really upset about that.
anyways, what's nice about Genesis is that it is an extension of Hyundai, which means you get the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty and the 10-year, 100,000-mile electric vehicle system warranty, which I feel like is the same thing, but they put it as 2 separate warranties.
Sure.
5-year, 60,000, new vehicle, so bumper-to-bumper stuff, and then you have 7-year unlimited mile anti-perforation warranty, which means what, rust?
Yes.
Okay, well, I don't think anything's rusting out in 7 years, so you'll be fine.
It did on our Chrysler at Car and Driver after a year and a half.
What rusted out? The
hood.
Pacifica?
Yeah.
There was a
Pacifica.
hole in it?
It was enough that there was rust on the hood. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's like bubbling.
Well, that's not a Genesis, so.
Yeah.
Oh, you also get the Genesis Experience.
Oh.
That gives you 3-year, 36,000 complimentary maintenance, 3-year, 36,000 complimentary service valet, 3-year complimentary map care, complimentary Genesis connected services. Gives you all those things. And I was going to read a 5th thing, but all it says is exclusions may apply. See retailer for details. So.
Well, now that we've thoroughly examined that Monroney, we'll get back at you in a week after we've experienced electric luxury. And based on first impressions, I think both Chris and I will quite enjoy this vehicle.
Yes.
Wrapping up our week with the electrified Genesis GV70. I quite like this car.
I quite liked it as well.
Did you drive it around a good bit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did too. And Alyssa and I actually had our 1-year anniversary yesterday.
Did you go out to dinner in this?
We did. We went to the Candy Dancer.
Nice, in Ann Arbor?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah.
So this
And
kind of
was-
added to the lifestyle
it was
experience.
perfect for it. And we had an open house for our house this weekend, and I kept it parked in the driveway.
That's great.
Yeah. I mean, this
Raise the
really
property
is
value.
really a good car.
It's a beautiful car.
It's so quiet inside. We'll talk about that when we're driving, but it's so serene. And I really like how you hardly know that it's electric. I mean, you really have a tough time knowing if you're not in know. You can essentially you can only tell by the grille and the lack of tailpipes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the white brake calipers.
Yes.
And the wheels are different.
But you wouldn't like someone that doesn't say that it's electric without you knowing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
I know
is,
it though.
This is what people who think a Tesla Model Y is luxurious should get.
Yes.
Like if you think you want a Tesla because it's luxury,
it's
don't.
not luxury.
You get this. Yeah, let's go for a drive. It's kind of funny. I got in here this morning and I fired it up and pressed the brake pedal, and I half expected the door to close for me.
Ah. Oh, because you think it's that luxurious.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's get this going because Chris will be cross if he gets toasty.
Ah, yes, thank you. What I want to know is why does this seat go down properly,
But this one doesn't.
but that one doesn't?
It's the weirdest thing, isn't it? And I still
Look-
haven't
look how
fully
low I can
acclimated to the seating position. It's the weirdest thing about this car.
It was funny. I was driving with Emily, and she was all sat down low and looked cozy, and then I'm like almost touching the ceiling, and I'm like, okay,
Sure.
this doesn't seem right.
I'd like to point out, Hyundai, I don't know if it's just Genesis or what, but all the Hyundai Genesis cars used to make a very loud, low-speed sound.
Yeah.
And they got rid of it with this. It's still there a little bit,
Oh yeah.
but it's very gentle. It used to be very
The Ioniq
loud.
5 is obnoxious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so much more peaceful. And we got double pane glass at least. And it's
Very
just
quiet
so
in here.
peaceful in here.
Yeah,
Alyssa and I were just driving. You always have the radio going, so you never know how quiet a car is.
Yeah.
But Alyssa and I often drive
You actually like to
in
talk
silence.
to your passengers.
Yes. And
You guys drive in silence even when you're like not talking to each other.
yeah, sometimes we
Why?
just... Well, in
Is
this
that not,
car,
like,
it's because it's
awkward?
so peaceful. No, it's not. Yeah, it's just such... And then one press of the button,
Oh boy.
and it's so fast. And much like the EV6 GT that we had recently, it keeps pulling well past most U.S. speed limits.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
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 Is it very front-wheel drive biased?
It is.
Ooh, heavens.
It like
It's
yanks
like torque
the front wheel.
steering.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really does. Do you like how you can just keep pressing the boost button? It's not like a car with like over boost that it has to cool down or anything. You can just keep doing it.
It's just gimmicky that
Yeah.
they give you the 10 seconds.
Yeah. Maybe they know that it would only take 10 seconds for you to be breaking any speed limit, so they're like,
Yeah.
If you were to take this car on the track, you'd have to just keep pressing this every 10 seconds.
Yeah.
In eco and comfort drive modes, that's nice. It dials back the throttle position a lot so that it makes for a very smooth driving experience. Although, the regen comes on too strong. Have you noticed how, like, if you go from throttle to no throttle, it like kind of yanks you. It doesn't progress. This is like the opposite of the Z4 M40i that we had this week.
Yes.
It's the absence of pops and burbles.
Yeah, this is Serenity. And I love the white.
Me too.
We'll have to see how it ages.
Yes.
But as of right now, it looks fantastic.
Nathan pointed out that it's a bit bright on your eyes, and I kind of get that. When the sun's like coming in, it's like a very, if you're someone who's kind of sensitive to light, it really kind of comes in there. You know how we talk about how we drive calm all week and then we go out in the review and we find
and squeal tires. Yeah.
This was actually a car that I was regularly hitting the boost button and going like this while I drove.
Ah, okay.
This is fun.
You're a boost enjoyer.
Yeah, I am.
Boost mode. How's the handling? Oh, it's tensioned my seatbelt. Pretty flat, not too bad. Give this BMW 340i a run for its money. I love when you get into ABS going down this corner.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah. This, to me, is what every luxury car should be like.
Yeah.
Because it's so fast, but yet nothing else about it is sporty.
No.
It's so wafty and cushy, and all the interior materials are mature and subdued. There's no silly carbon fiber bits, and
you know
there's
what?
no Genesis G badging or anything like that. It's just mature and classy.
You know what I agree with you.
Yes.
What I was just saying, I drove an E38 7 Series last week.
Sure.
And I kind of emerged from it thinking, this is great because it isn't trying to be anything it isn't.
No, it's a
just,
V8 manual, but yet BMW couldn't care
less.
less.
It's just a big V8 couch, basically, and it's just, it floats along, and this is kind of the same philosophy of the old school style of luxury where you weren't worried about going around the Nürburgring, where a lot of the new luxury cars are.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice to see some of that.
It's almost as if Genesis went, instead of benchmarking new performance luxury vehicles, they went and benchmarked Mercedes S-classes from the late 80s and early 90s and said, this is how we should make our cars be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perhaps that episode of Top Gear where they took the S65 and the other car to Albania and ran away from the mafia.
Oh, the Rolls-Royce Ghost.
Yeah, maybe that was the worst thing to happen for luxury cars ever, because then all the brands thought, well,
we need to be sporty so the mafia can use them to run away.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you see that episode of Top Gear? This was a real old episode, probably 20 years ago or more, where they took a W140 S-Class and they made it ultra luxury and they like filled it with concrete.
Yes.
And they put like chandeliers
and
in
they put those big comfy chairs, the ones that,
So easy to get in and out of,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was the old person
That was the old
episode.
person
But
car.
yes, they did put the
similar style chair though.
Was that the same episode that Jeremy sat in his mood room or whatever to like?
I think so.
And he was like getting the inspiration from everything, and then he like
and they
got
had
the chairs.
chandeliers, and they literally filled it with concrete, the floor, so they like put carpet down.
Yeah, and the whole suspension was.
The whole car was like scraping the ground because it was so heavy.
Classic.
Yeah.
I love all the ovals in here. Look, oval.
You are an oval enthusiast.
That's a circle, but this is an oval. This is an oval right here. Very soft, smooth. You know, I think it takes me back to that late 90s Taurus vibe.
I was just looking at an SHO yesterday from the late 90s.
Were you?
Yes.
Also, the ambient lighting in this car is fantastic. You can even see it still. You're right in the middle of the daylight.
I hate that Hyundais do that.
Well, it serves a purpose.
Yeah, but why does it have to go for so long?
So that it actually gets your attention.
Yeah, but there are other companies that do more polite ones.
Maybe more people leave their cars on and running with the keys out of it in those companies.
Yeah, well, they should consider us when we're doing winding road drives.
Yeah, because that's what people design cars for.
Winding road?
Well, if everyone designed cars for winding road drives, then we end up with the stupid M cars that we get.
That's true, yeah. Oh, you're already an iPedal. That's nice.
Yeah. That is one of my small annoyances, is if you enjoy one pedal driving with an EV, which you should, you have to press the left paddle every time you get in. And if you reverse the car, it'll take it out of high pedal, and then you'll roll forward and crash into something next time you're in drive.
That's right.
That's really clean. Holy cow.
Oh, gosh. Ooh.
Yeah, you get full-on wheel spin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's funny that the luxury compact crossover that we have is faster than the convertible and the sports car that we had this week.
Yes. Yeah.
At least quicker.
It would smoke them in a drag race for sure. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I had a good couple of days with this car. I mean, the seating position's too high, but whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's... Oh, and the sound system isn't as good.
No, something is really bad. I gave it like a mid B.
Yeah.
I think it has to do with these speakers being all the way down here. And then
Yeah,
the
why
only
aren't they
speakers,
there?
yeah, I don't know. And the only speakers you get that matter are up there behind the screen.
But what did the regular GV70 get? Was it an A?
It's had to have been an A.
Yeah, so this one, well, we found this with the Electrified G80. The sound system wasn't as good, and Genesis PR told us because they had to move the subwoofers, right?
Yeah, or modify them
or
a bit.
Move them. So, yeah.
But the weird thing is with this car, the bass is actually fantastic. It was the mids and the highs that sound like trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really disappointed. What I wasn't disappointed with is that it does achieve its EPA range even on the highway.
Really?
Yeah, which is good because the EPA range is not fantastic for this car. 230-ish, 234. And
but it does that on the highway.
Yeah.
So it's like the BMW philosophy where they rate it kind of low.
Where you want to be able to get that number in all driving situations. Yeah. Oh, what do you know? The 500 horsepower Genesis was able to get the jump on the 25-year-old Neon.
Just had to be safe. You never know what he's got under the hood of that thing.
Fair. Maybe it was electric converted. Maybe he took an electrified Genesis GV70 and stripped the powertrain out and stuffed it in his Neon.
Exactly.
What would you change about this car?
The seating position and the sound system.
Yeah. And the obnoxious beep apparently when you walk around it.
Yeah, and that. Well, that's not this car though. That's all Hyundais.
Yeah.
And Kias and Genesises.
I think this car is fantastic.
Yeah, this is a Paris and Nicole car too.
Totally.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Paris Hilton should just buy Genesis.
Yeah, she should. She'd give us some eccentric colors, that's for sure.
Actually, Genesis, if you were watching, which you should be, do a collab with Paris Hilton. I do think that that would do wonders for your brand. Because I don't think any of the super elite even know about Genesis.
Yeah, but has Paris Hilton had any controversy though?
I don't think so. She's controversy-less. Plus, a little controversy is good sometimes.
It's true.
That's the problem with Genesis.
I just
is you're
feel like
just
she
too
may
good.
be...
You need to kind of have some. I'm gonna have to cut this out.
Yeah.
But Genesis did have the controversy with Tiger Woods.
Oh, because he crashed.
Because he crashed one, but I think that was great for them because
it
actually got publicity.
That was good PR for them because the car saved his life.
You're right.
It was a GV80.
Yeah, any press is good press.
Yeah.
Except for airbag recalls and stuff.
Yeah, so you should leave that in.
All right. Well, Genesis, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tiger. Do you know he's like a billionaire at this point?
He's a controversial person. I guess, outside of him rolling a GV80. I mean, before that, he did much worse things. But anyway.
This might be a bit controversial. Might have to cut this out.
This part can get cut out, or just bleep it.
I love Alyssa very much.
Uh-huh. Interesting. Yeah, definitely bleep that part. Should I shut this off?
Yes, you should, or else it'll yell at us. Well, thank you all so much for viewing our review of the Electrified GV70 from Genesis. I think this is one of the best electric cars on the market, if not just one of the best cars.
It's pretty.
I'd get it in a more fun exterior color, but this does look classy.
Yeah, I would keep the white interior, but maybe like a blue or something on the outside.
Look excellent.
Or
like
red, like a soul red would be nice.
So you'd spec it like Emily's Mazda CX-30?
Yes.
Okay. We are Paris and Nicole with Daily Motor, and as always, subtle, classy luxury on.
have a booger sticking out of your
Oh, that's
nostril.
disgusting. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. For when I'm filming later, I don't want you to have that on camera.
Appreciate it. Not gonna leave that in. Wrapping up our week with the Electrified